Dook Ambiferreters. This is the Ambigram Ferret here with my first video in quite a while where I draw ambigrams. If you're unfamiliar with what an ambigram is, it's a word or phrase that can be read forward and upside down, kind of like how wow says mom upside down, only way more complex. Here I have my friend Musky. Isn't she cute? The real Musky died in October. I never got to meet her in the flesh, but I'm so happy I get to meet her in the plush. Today's ambigrams are Animal Control, Frank Shred, Weasel Ostrich, and Stubby Cookie. The first three ambigrams are in celebration of the new Fox sitcom Animal Control, and the last one is in reference to Stubby, who Musky sadly had to leave behind, and the new ferret Cookie, Stubby's new girlfriend. Cheers to the happy ferret couple. Let's have a quick glimpse at the ambigrams I'll be redrawing in this episode. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe for even more ambigrams, and feel free to request some in the comments. Our first ambigram will be animal, so it says control upside down. And this is in reference to the new show on Fox, which premiered on the 16th. With that said, let's go. Animal is 6 letters, control is 7 letters. But with ambigrams, it's not the number of letters in each word, it's how many vertical lines each letter is made of. If you can get that number to balance out for both words, then you're good. Let's do capital A, N, I to ROL. So the first vertical of the A doubles as the L, which already is an L upside down. Then we take this part of the A and we curve it around into the first part of the N. We have our O. We finish off our N into a capital R upside down, and we have an I. And we'll cross the A this way. Next, we have an M to NT. We're going to go down just a little for more context on our T. And the key to this N is joining the last two verticals with a hook. So here's the T and here's the N. Next is an A to O and an L to C. Let's do a capital C. There's a very fancy capital C that I like. Animal this way and upside down, it says control. Animal control. If you haven't watched it, be sure to stream it on Hulu because it won't be on Fox again until next Thursday. Alrighty, the next ambigram is Frank to Shred. Joel McHale stars in Animal Control as Frank Shaw. One of Frank's closest colleagues is Fred Taylor, who goes by Shred because he used to be a snowboarder until he broke his ACL and had to follow his other passion of animal control. So here's Frank and Shred as an ambigram. This ambigram will be structured around an A to E glyph, which is pretty much naturally occurring. So we have an FR to lowercase d. And we're going to go a little bit down and at an angle like this to help the context of the D. And we're also going to curl this R inwards, also for context on a D. Next, we have an A to E, and it has to be this kind of A. Next, we have an NK to SHR. This lead-in stroke helps the context of the R. We finish our N, and let's do a K, and now we have HR, and now we just have to do this for the S. So that's Frank that way, Shred upside down. Okay, our third ambigram, in honor of Musky being so excited that the Weasel was portrayed by a ferret, because of course, they're always portrayed by ferrets. We have Weasel and Ostrich, which is in reference to the first episode's title, Weasels and Ostriches. So let's go. Okay, for a quick disclaimer before we start the Weasel Ostrich ambigram, W is tough to work with. So is U, because the context on those two letters is established at the top rather than the bottom. But don't worry, the W actually works very well with the CH. The W and the CH will do just fine. So here's our W to CH. Here's the first part of our H. Here's our C. And already this is a strong W shape. So when we put this line in the middle for our H, it doesn't do much. It doesn't interfere with the already strong established W shape from these two lines. Yeah, that's a clean W to CH. Next we have E to I. Next we have cap A to TR. And when I have a T or an F, etc., inside a capital A glyph, I like to make the crossbar share between the T in this case and the A. We have an S to S right in the middle. Very lucky. And finally, it's an EL to, let's do capital O. We did capital W, so let's do capital O. Because this L is going to be taller than the rest of the letters. You know what? I might do a little bit of flourish. Weasel and upside down ostrich. All right, our fourth and final ambigram is Stubby and Cookie. Musky was the ferret queen. She passed away in October and is survived by Stubby, who is proving himself to be a mighty ferret king. He has a new girlfriend named Cookie, and Cookie has been at that home since last month. So here's to the happy ferret couple, Stubby and Cookie. This ambigram's for you guys. What I like about this ambigram is how cleanly and effortlessly the two B's transform into the two O's. We're going to structure our design around the double B becoming the double O. So let's start with an S to E. We're going to capitalize S because this is Stubby's name. Small top, big bottom. Next, it's a T to I. Very natural. Just cross it very high up so that there's more of an eye context. Next, it's a U to K. And this is also one where you need to establish context, because the letter U usually flips to N upside down. But with this little notch here, you should be able to read this as a K. Next, we have the two B's to the two O's. Imagine a ball of dough and you're pushing into it to check the firmness or checking the squishiness of the dough. So that's that kind of shape for B to O. And last but not least, we have a Y to C. Going to do something similar to my L to C from Animal Control and do this fancy capital C with a loop at the top. So that's Stubby and upside down, Cookie. I love Stubby and Cookie. And this concludes another episode of the Ambigram Ferret. Musky and I are very excited that you watched this video to the end. Feel free to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, where my handle is @MuskyTierChris. Then like and follow my page, the Ambigram Ferret. Turn on notifications for both so you know when the next video comes out. And always feel free to request an ambigram in the comments of any of my ambigram videos or posts. Last but not least, I would like to thank the crew at My Name is Musky for my plush and books. That's the only way I could have met Musky. Become an Ambiferreter today, and until next time, Dook Dook.